When it comes to pumping out pop hits, Shawn Mendes has not held back. After nearly a decade on the scene, 3 #1 albums, and over 50 billion streams, he's making us all look bad with how much he's achieved at the tender age of 22.
I can't write one song that's not about you. Can't drink without thinking about you.
Despite dealing with fame from a young age, Shawn remains one of the nicest blokes in the biz, always displaying model behaviour.
Let's get lost.
And if you have been wondering what he's been up to during COVID, wonder no more.
Great to be chatting with you. I was going to ask what you've been doing in lockdown, but growing your hair out seems to be one of them.
Growing my hair out and doing Zoom calls.
Shawn, your first 3 albums have debuted at #1. You're batting at 100%. There's no pressure on this one, yeah?
There isn't any pressure, honestly. I genuinely love this album with all of my heart. I'm most proud of this music than any other music I've made in the past. So if it doesn't go #1, it's not that I was banking on that to be happy anyway. So I think we'll be all right.
Your song Monster is out and it's an absolute cracker. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Obviously a collab with Justin Bieber. How does that work? Who makes the first move when you're collabing with Biebs?
I reached out to him. We've known each other for a few years, but I think for some reason during the pandemic we ended up becoming kind of closer than ever before. And I wrote the song 3 years ago, so it wasn't like I wrote the song and was like, Biebs, you got to get on this. It was more like I had this song, which was really important to me for a long time. In a conversation with him one day, I was like, this actually would be really beautiful with him on it. And he connected with it, wrote an incredible verse, and then here we are.
You put me on a pedestal and tell me I'm the best.
My take on it, it's possibly about fame. You two have had a very similar journey. Was that part of the attraction of getting Justin Bieber on this?
Totally, yeah. Both of us were famous at a young age, and I think it's interesting when people put you up on a pedestal because it kind of messes with your head a little bit.
So we can confirm now that you've collabed with Justin Bieber that he definitely knows who you are.
Do you look at a kid now like Shawn Mendes and think like, man, I wish, it was going through what he's going through now with what I know now? Who's Shawn Mendes?
He tried to explain to me that he really didn't know who I was when he said that, and I still don't believe him. So
Shawn's just released a documentary which was filmed during his mammoth 105-show world tour last year, a tour that pushed him to his limit.
half of me is right now being like, make sure you say you're grateful, because I am. But at the same time, I just want to hang with my parents and watch movies, lay on a soccer field and, smoke a joint and stare at the stars with my friends. When you're at home with your friends, you want to be maybe traveling the world. And when you're traveling the world, you miss your friends at home. I haven't seen my family and my friends in a long time just because of COVID and stuff. And I'm headed back home in a couple weeks. And I'm going to really take those weeks in because I really feel like I learned this year how special that time with family and friends are,
What will be the first thing you'll want to do when you see your family when you get back to Canada?
Oh, I'd probably hug them and won't let go of them for 10 minutes each. I just got a puppy, and my little sister has a puppy, so I'm excited for those two to meet each other and have some whiskey with my old man and go in the hot tub and talk about life. I'm excited for that.
Hey.
Based on how your voice sounds, you shouldn't even be talking.
One of the powerful moments for me in the doco is when you had to cancel a concert in Brazil because your voice was just shot. How hard was that to cancel a concert knowing that fans were about to be let in to the venue?
Horrible. And I think the night before my voice was hurting and I took some medicine to be able to get through it, and I knew I was setting myself up for failure by pushing myself through the shows.
So sorry, guys. My voice is cutting out on me so much tonight.
In that moment, looking back, I obviously made the right decision because I had 14 more shows left after that one. And if I was to play through, I would have maybe lost my voice and had to cancel those 14. And the amazing thing about the situation was that they not only understood, but they showed up at the hotel and hundreds of people showed up to chant and sing. And it was a real beautiful moment, of humanity for me.
recently you were interviewed by none other than Elton John. I mean, that must have been an incredible moment. Was it surreal?
Totally. And Elton's always been really, really kind to me since I started making music. And he is so giving. I think a lot of musicians, maybe when they get to the place that Elton's at, which is legend status, I think maybe they wouldn't have the time or even care anymore to get onto a call with a 22-year-old musician and ask them about their life. I was like, oh my God, like, I gotta be like that guy. It was just a really special moment, I think, for me.
Shawn, this is my final question, and to recreate that vibe for you, just to get that vibe going, I thought I'd just put some Elton glasses on.
You resemble him a little.
You know what? You're not the first person to have said that without the glasses, to be honest. I walked into a sports store in New York City, and the guy at the front, the security guard, pointed at me and said, "Elton John in the house." So there's something going on. But
good.
My final question is, I'm sure Australian fans, I know the world's crazy right now, but are there any plans at all to get back down under? We're pretty much COVID-free at the moment, so it's a pretty good place to get to.
There's always plans to get back down under. That's always on the schedule, no matter what, because I think you guys are some of the funniest, most amazing, caring, empathetic people in the world. So I'm there. Just send me the invite and I'm there.
Well, Shawn, consider yourself invited. I'll set the table, and your positivity and your talent is exactly what we need in the world right now. And like you said, the world needs music now more than ever, and we look forward to, gobbling up this new album.
Cheers, man. Thank you so much.
That's what I do. I gobble up albums.
You do?
That's what I do.
Where's the glasses?
Yeah, the glasses are great, Pete. It's either Elton John or Dame Edna. I'm not quite sure exactly which one you went with there.
I haven't got the lippy on, so it's, yeah. But Shawn's album, Wonder, is out now. What a cracking young man he is, and what a talented young bloke.
Seems like.
Hey there, it's about time you finished that video. I contractually had to wait so I could tell you to subscribe. Subscribe. I'm waiting. Now I can go home. Woo!